Good morning all for Monday the 25th of April. Easterly winds continue and we're going to see that, I think, for the foreseeable future really. The only real change today is that we have this trough line sort of moving through East Anglia, potentially just clipping us as we get into the latter part of the day today before we open the door tomorrow to some slacker air and actually some more sort of air from up north, and hopefully going to be a nice soaring day for the next couple of days. But today certainly still reasonable apart from this trough line. Those winds, as I said, coming in from the east, and we're looking somewhere in the region of around northeast to east northeast, probably 15 knots or so at flying heights, not much more than that, so a touch less than yesterday. Satellite picture of the UK, well, we've got a fair amount of low cloud with us currently, but that's due to burn back as the day goes on and leave a fairly bright day with the chances from showers. As you can see, that trough line is probably somewhere out here, still to form a little bit. We'll just see if there is any rain out there currently. Not yet is the answer, but that's not surprising as it hasn't really formed yet. But the public forecast doesn't really show the chance of too much in the way of rain. So hopefully we'll get lucky. Looking here with that northeasterly wind, probably peaking at about 10 knots on the ground today, and sort of sunny spells with a top temperature today of around 12 degrees with reasonable visibility. That's broadly the same as what we can see on GFS, which is showing around 13, 14 degrees, and temperature of dew point down to around 5 degrees. There we are. Excellent. Okay, currently at Odeon, we have a cloud base of about 1,000 feet. Looking out the window, that probably appears about right. Farnborough, I've just said, broken at 1,400 feet, so starting to get better. TAF suggesting that we'll get scattered at 4.5 by this afternoon, and just that isolated chance of a shower and that northeasterly wind. We'll just have a look around a bit. Brize Norton, fairly similar. Sort of, it's going to be 11 o'clock before it really the lid starts to come off of all of this cloud. Oxford, very similar. All just saying a fairly low probability of showers. So yeah, should be a reasonable day. Okay, let's check I'm on the right day here, because I might still be on tomorrow, because we're already planning for tomorrow. Just been getting all the NOTAMs in place. That's the potential flight distance for a standard class glider today, so reasonable out to the southwest. Obviously that wind having an effect, and probably best not to go towards East Anglia. For those wondering, that's tomorrow. That's the day we're saving up for. Looks interesting on Wednesday. Yeah, it might be a motorway being established between Lasham and Exeter, looking at that. But yeah, for today, still looking fairly reasonable. Good start for the cross-country course, which begins today. We'll just have a look at when it starts. I think it might be not quite as early as they're initially saying in David's forecast, given the fact we've got this low cloud. 10 o'clock, still not soarable. 11 o'clock maybe locally soarable, but by lunchtime starting to get reasonably soarable up to blue to shallow Q up to around 3,000 to 3,500 feet. By 1 o'clock starting to see 4,000 feet cloud base, and that's widely across the region, maybe even 5,000 feet into Dorset, 5,500 feet into Wales. But as you can see, that trough starts to move in from the northeast, bringing with it the isolated chance of a shower, but hopefully confined to Kent, East Sussex, etc. Probably peaking at Lasham today with around 4.5 to 5,000 foot cloud base, so not too bad. As the day goes on, so that shower risk might increase, but it still remains soarable with the odd shower, and by 5 o'clock it's still soarable to around 3,500 feet, but by 6 o'clock it looks like it'll fall apart. Cloud amounts. Okay, let's have a look at cloud amounts. See here, this sort of yellowy stuff we're dealing with low cloud initially, but as that comes back, Q will rapidly start to form, maybe even too much Q at times. But then again, Top Meteo seems to be a bit pessimistic this year so far, so maybe the overdevelopment this shows or shower activity might be a bit less, but certainly plenty of Q by the afternoon, probably 4/8, 5/8 Q. And as we get towards the end of the day, hopefully that shower activity will start to peter out. So not too bad for the evening group either. Looking at the site forecast, so peaking around 4,500 feet. Climbs, reasonable climbs actually, looking at that, maybe 5 knots averages. And yeah, just that risk of a shower this afternoon, it says on there. And that northeasterly wind not getting above 15 knots. Freezing level today is just sat above about 5,000 feet, so shouldn't be too much of an issue today. Not sure there's much else other than that really on the forecast. As it says, there is a chance of spread, and as you see by the afternoon it gets to 5/8 or so, but yeah, not a bad day. Certainly we're getting treated quite nicely this season so far. Okay, airspace wise, major one, Everleigh danger area is active 2 till 5 this evening, up to flight level 200, so 20,000 feet. So keep away from the danger areas, and all other danger areas are active as per the AIP. Usual paragliding activity just south of Bryce, and other than that, there is not too much going on. We'll just have a look at 26 and 28 if people are going out that way. Paragliding in Wales somewhere, and paragliding somewhere near the Mind. Yeah, somewhere near the Mind. I'm not very good with my Welsh pronunciations. Good. Okay, operationally, we'll be runway 09. We have one jet movement at about 1:30 coming in, I think, from Copenhagen. We'll see as the morning develops what's likely to happen, how many there are of you. I know a lot of you are probably saving up for tomorrow. I have put a request in to try to limit jet movements tomorrow. We'll see how I get with that. But yeah, one jet movement from Copenhagen arriving onto 09 at about 1:30. So we will have a break for lunch, as long as the soaring window isn't just starting then. So hopefully we'll get most of you off before that, around 12 o'clock or so. We'll have winch on the south side as per yesterday, one trial lesson this afternoon, and a reasonably busy booking list. Okay, I will see you on the effort shortly. Bye for now.